Good morning and welcome to my channel. My video begins with the view of my window again because there is yet another plant that I would like to show you that is on this shelf here in the very corner, and this is Haworthia attenuata. It is in the corner and it is in bloom, and because I cannot show it to you properly when it's here, I will move it to a different spot to be able to show it to you in more details. So this is it. This is my Haworthia attenuata from up close. It is in bloom. It has only one flowering spike, which is huge, very, very long. It branches here, and at the very tip of those flowering stems are flowers. Actually, the flowers are not at the very tip of the stems, because the stem grows even longer and longer, and on it there are flower buds that will open eventually. And if we go up the stem closer to the plant, there are traces, there are remains of the flowers that already bloomed and fell down and are gone. There are no seeds here, there are no seed pods, the flowers were not pollinated. And apparently it's very difficult for Haworthias to be pollinated as houseplants. Okay, so this is how it blooms. Flowers are very insignificant, and very often people who keep Haworthias are removing the flowering stems when the flowers once the first flowers appear, just because the production of flowers, the development of flowers, is a very energy consuming process. It is the plant is spending a lot of energy into building flowers, into developing flowers, and at the cost of not investing in the body of the plant. So if removed, these stems if these stems are removed, the plant would grow nicer, and that's what people do. I somehow left it this way. I will probably remove it, but it's nice to have a flowering plant, even if the flowers are not very showy. Okay, Haworthia is an African plant, African succulent. Succulent is a term that describes a plant that stores water for the time when there is a shortage of water, for the time of drought. And in Americas, virtually all succulents are cacti, belong to the family Cactaceae. There are very few other succulents in America, but in Africa, because there are pockets of dry environments and those pockets are isolated from each other, there are many different types of succulents. There are the majority, like many of them are euphorbias, but there are also Haworthias, there are also mesemps with all the lithopsis and fenestrarias and all other weird plants from the Namib Desert, and there are stapeliads. So in Africa there are plenty of different families of succulents, and in America there are cacti. Okay, so this is an African plant, and a plant from South Africa. Very nice. And there are different species of Haworthias, and they don't grow big. They are leaf succulents, which means they store their water in the leaves. Okay, so this is my Haworthia. Oh, one more thing, I will show you one more thing. As many other plants, I keep this Haworthia in a nice jug, in a container. And when I water the Haworthia, the water goes drips down to the bottom of this jug, and look at it. Okay, so the pot, the soil in the pot is completely dry. However, there is a little bit of water always at the bottom of this jug, and the roots are taking as much as they need. And that really helps the plant grow, because it prevents it from being completely dried out. However, it doesn't, there is no problem with overwatering, because the top of the roots are dry and there is enough aeration between the roots, and the roots have enough air, because roots have to breathe as well. All right, so this is it. This is my Haworthia. I hope you like it. I like it a lot. It's a really nice plant, relatively easy. So I would recommend it for everybody, and even for the beginners. Okay? Thank you very much for watching my video. Have a great rest of the day.